Hey everyone, I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel. Last time, in our Rekinder playthrough, we delved into Yuichi's memories. We saved Rei from a rogue elevator. We beat the last of the three mistresses, and we stopped Aya from doing something that she could never take back. This will be the final video in our playthrough, and we will be getting all of the endings, so there will be some jump cuts. Before we get into today's video, there are some content warnings that I must share with all of you. There will be themes of depression and mental illness, violence, gore, death, adult situations and humor, a joking mention of incest, suicide, and a joke ending that could be construed as homophobic. Viewer discretion is highly advised. And with that, let's get started. Alright, so we are going to work on what have been called the killer endings, I believe even by the game's creator. There's two variations of it with somewhat large dialogue changes. So we're working on the first variation first, and then we'll get the second variation second. Unfortunately, this does mean that one of our friends is going to die. I have chosen for Hiroto. You may recall this scene with the mistress. And this will be probably quick and unfortunate. Nothing of note here. At any rate, I wonder where Rei went, and Shunsuke for that matter. Knew we shouldn't have split up. But for now, pain that it is, I guess I'll just recheck. That laugh. Princess Utsuroi Momogi attacked. I can't win like this. I have to come up with something. Think was added to abilities. We're just going to do this the easy way. And now we wait for the next few seconds. Also, gore warning ahead. You're not going to see it quite yet, but there will be some gory stuff ahead. And he is gone. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually give him a pretty deep scream in the sounds. Where did Hiroto go? Sure hope he's okay. That sound! It came from over there. Yeah? Don't tell me. It's coming up now, guys. Hey, what is it? What the heck? This is awful. He was dragged here and pushed out the window. Yeah. It's all my fault. It's because I shouldn't have. Ray? Ray, it's not your... No. It's 'cause I was so selfish. So damn selfish. Ray, let's just calm down. Oh, my stupid selfishness. Shouldn't have. Why did I? Ow. Ray, do you know what you're saying? Are you okay? Let's go. Okay. And back to the base we go. These are not the kinds of endings I like to get. Welcome back. Yuichi, why are you here? Hey, where's everyone else? I'm just bored of this already. You can all go back to your world. Kinda gave him an inflection like Ray, but that's okay. Back to our world? Yes, back to your ordinary lives before the town got like this. You can do that? I don't get this. You started this, so why the hell would you send us back now? What's your problem? Nothing matters anymore. Huh? Bye-bye. Hey, give us an explanation. Huh? What? What? Wake up and eat breakfast. You'll be late for school. Oh, okay. Everything is how it was before I got on the bus. Mom is fine, and Dad seems to be out on a trip as usual. The town doesn't seem destroyed. I see people coming and going, and everything looks normal. But when I went back to school, I found that the kids who died in the ruined town no longer existed. So if I asked about Takumi, not even the teachers knew. Wondering if it even happened, I slowly got back into my usual routine. It must have been a bad dream. It hurt. It hurt. I was torn apart in the phone booth. Why? Why didn't you notice me? While I was being dragged, I was still conscious. So when I was skewered, I felt it all. Do you want to feel it too? Ah! God, poor Shunsuke. It'd be hard to lose all of your friends like that. Shunsuke. Yuichi. Yuichi. I can't forgive you. You can only guess what probably. Thank you for playing. Mommy here, zombified all too quickly in the introduction. I believe that most people will see this ending first. So as a representative for the author, I shall explain each ending. To begin, this game has 3 kinds of endings. The first occurs if at least one person in the party other than Shunsuke dies. That gets you the killer end, which you just saw. Shunsuke kills Yuichi. Scary! Depending on when people die, the killer end can go 2 ways. Next up, if everyone but Shunsuke dies, well, that's the everyone dies ending. Did I have to say it? It's different from the everyone dies ending in the original Kinder. So returning players should see it too. But if you're some English-speaking foreigner, you wouldn't know anything about that, now would you? Finally, there's the true end. Unsurprisingly, you get this end if everyone survives. The key to the true end is firstly to have everyone alive by the end of the apartments. Also, an event after the apartments has a drastic effect on the story, depending on who lives and dies. Oh, and if it wasn't clear, Takumi and I cannot be saved. Death is our destiny. Sucks. I know. So, good luck on that true end. This was Mommy, filling in for the author. Alright, here we go for the killer end variation 2. I'm going to end up going probably the easier route again. But there will be some dialogue I will probably skip. Might even do a jump cut, just so you know. Whoa, it's so dark. Can't even see your faces. I guess we should just keep going to the players left. Let's try not to get separated. Should we keep going? It's fine. Onward through the dark. And there we are at the stairs. Ah, stairs! Ooh, finally some light. Everyone okay? Yeah, I'm fine. And Rio? Huh? Rio? Rio? Did he fall behind? We have to go back. Yeah. But we couldn't find Rio. Where could he have gone? We'll just have to look for Aya first. Are you sure? I want to believe he's okay. But then again... Right. We're going to do a bit of a time skip here, just so you know. Alright. We've gotten Aya back. Now let's head back to base. What was that? I heard it from here. It won't open. Let me look through the window. Eee! Huh? Ah! Rio! Shunsuke, what's the matter? What's the matter? Rio! Right there! His hanging corpse. Corpse? Don't scare me. I was surprised by the door suddenly opening, sure, but what's that about Rio? We just don't know where he is. Huh? You don't see it? See what? Am I the only one who sees it? Why? Am I just seeing things? Where did Rio go? Maybe he went back to the base. Well, anyway, I guess it's finally over now. Well, let's get back. Yeah. it. Went a little too fast right there, didn't I? You shouldn't have come. Yuichi, why are you here? Hey, where's everyone else? Very well. You can all go back to your world now. Back to our world? Yes, back to your ordinary lives, before the town got like this. You can do that? But why? You started all this, why send us back now? You were just victims of circumstance. But it's fine now. Sorry. Sorry. If you really want to apologize, then do something lewd right here. Sayaka? What in the... You can't? You'll take people's lives, but you won't do something lewd in public? You can't, can you? Isn't that pathetic? Isn't that miserable? Look at this jerk. Yeah. Sayaka, what's the matter? Bye. We can scroll through it real quick. Yeah, this is the same for sure. I think the dream is going to be slightly different. It hurt. It hurt. I was torn apart in the phone booth. Why didn't you notice me? It's me. You know, don't you? It's Rio, who you left behind. Hide and seek, but you never found me. It was your fault. All your fault. Ah! And I think the rest of this is probably the same. Guess we'll see. Alright, so we're working on the everyone dies ending, which means everyone is going to die, and it is going to start with poor Sayaka. So, here we go. This is not going to be the most enjoyable. But I will very likely show most of their deaths Only because I think it is... I don't know. It's an interesting idea. That is not her house. This is too far down. What am I doing? I did this the first time I played this too. Alright. Let's go. The reason that I am doing this is because there's a time limit on how you can save your friends. So, what do we do? I wonder if they're upset with me. But I don't want to die. What do I do? Huh? The bear? No way. No. Stay away. No! Sayaka? Wait, maybe we can get in the window? What? Ah! Cruel Teddy attacked. She had been doing just fine, and now she was covered in blood. And I always used to play with her. Maybe I could have saved her. So these are the dangers around town? This is terrible. Did Yuichi do this? I'm sorry, buddy. You're probably next. Let's go back for now. Why? Why? I didn't do anything wrong? All right. What was that? Man, I feel really bad about Sayaka. But we need to keep our cool and think about our own survival. So, from now on, we should trust what Yuichi says. The way things are, any action could find us a path. Yeah, you're right. As for where to look, maybe we should start with the park. Yep. Alright. Time for the park, and with Rio... Time for our next death, guys. Oh boy. Now what? Let's do a thorough search. We can split up since it's a small place. If anything weird happens, make sure to tell someone. Don't try to go it alone. Okay. Got it. I'm sorry, Rio. Oh, how did it come to this? I know. And Sayaka, why? Shunsuke, if anything should happen to me, just wrap me up in a mat and send me down a river. Wrap you in a mat? Yeah, you know, a big one. Anyway, have you found anything? Nope, you? Me neither. I guess we should look a little more. But the question is where? Alright. My leg. Huh? What? What is it? Something's pulling my leg. What do I do? Alright, Hiroto. What's up? Rio, he fell and got his leg caught by a... Whoa. Calm down. Explain that a little clearer? Well, see... Rio, he fell and his leg and... Hold on, I don't... Ah! Rio, the dome! Uh-oh. What? What? Is this one of the mistresses? This is gonna suck to do without Rio, but we got it. Alright. You won. But at what cost? No. No! I screamed. It was pointless. But I screamed. By doing that, I thought it could distract me from the truth a little. But as much as I screamed and looked away, I couldn't ignore the stench of blood around me. This is awful. Shunsuke. Let's get back to base, Shunsuke. It's unfortunate, but we can't stay here. You must be shocked to lose such a friend, to say the least. Are you listening? Shunsuke. Alright, we're back into this memory thing. You look pale. Are you okay? I mean, not like you... Let's go back. Can you stand? Yeah. What was that? I heard these strange voices. We returned and told everyone what happened in the park. It was hard to believe, but it really happened. Not Rio.
Rio, huh? Well, but I guess we just need to think about our own survival now.
Yeah.
Yep. Take me with you next time.
Ray?
I just gotta do something, and I want to give Hiroto a break.
Huh. Okay, I'll count on you.
Don't worry, I got it. Maybe one more person. Who else hasn't gone?
Aya, will you come?
Me? That's gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go.
All right, thanks.
That'll be us three. Whoosh. Alright, this is going to be our next loss. It is going to be Aya, just so you're all aware.
Well, here we are. Except we didn't decide where to look.
Alright, we're gonna skip through this. And we will also skip through this section. Ultimately, there was indeed nothing. Alright, here we are. This is going to be rough.
Bye, Aya.
There she is. Aya, whew, I was sure you were a goner.
How could you wander off like that? You know that's dangerous. Listen, girl.
Huh. Yeah.
What? What?
I couldn't speak or move. On TV, I'd seen scary stories about people losing their heads. But to think it would happen in front of me. Did the town do this? How?
What? Ray?
Ray?
That shouldn't have happened. It's too cruel. Just too... If only we had been faster. Then that...
This photo. Ray, Yuichi's in this picture on the wall. This may be Yuichi's house. We might find something if we search. It's hard, but let's do what we can, okay?
Yeah.
Kawada Elementary secret site. Okay, this is that same thing. The spikes disappear. Now we can go upstairs. Ah. There's that music again. All right, time to face Yuichi. There's his dear old dad again. All right, let me The slaughtered corpse of a grown man. Looks more like ketchup. His hands are gone. Why were they taken? Come on. Vamos cantar. Alright. Yuichi, you don't look so good, and you've only beaten one mistress? Not to mention the, casualties. Sorry, I had to turn down that music. It is loud. Poor little Aya. Lost her head, she did. Shut up! You planned that! Oh, no, I can't protect her at all. Couldn't, rather. And you did fail to find her in time, yes? Besides, she wanted to disappear. I think it worked out very nice. That aside, I believe you're on the right track with that gruesome sight there. Yep, and this is the same. Alright, time to fight Yuichi. Now what? I've had it. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Calm down, Ray. You've lost your cool. You won. Aw, Fooey. The mood's deader than dad at this point. Alright, so we are going to skip all of this. Bye-bye, Yuichi. We'll read that note. And we're done with Aya, so back to base. We will be finishing this up very shortly here. Oh. Nothing more was said about how Aya wasn't with us. It was clear what had just happened to her. I didn't have to say. Alright guys, let's go. Alright, these are going to be our last two deaths. Before we get to that point, the ending that comes after this can be argued as homophobic. I guess we'll just have to see for ourselves. And yeah, here we go. Alright, so we've just split up with Hiroto. Our first unfortunate death is going to be Rei's in the elevator. And technically we've already seen Hiroto's death, but we will probably see it again. Ray, are you okay?
Yeah.
Why are you...
I took the elevator down to the first floor, but then the door wouldn't open. It's just like Hiroto said. I got carried away so easily.
Save it for later. So you can't open it from the inside.
No, I've been trying and... Going up.
Uh-oh. Up. Gotta go. Gotta go fast. Alright. Why is there an announcer for the elevator anyway?
Must be that damn Yuichi.
Well, thinking about it, maybe it's actually the town. Hey, is there an emergency button?
Oh, there is. I'll press it. Nope. Of course, this lousy town wouldn't make it do anything useful.
Well...
Going up. Again?
Won't open from this side either.
I think the door is just totally stuck.
See any other way out?
Nope, I see nothing.
Well...
Going up.
Ah! It really won't open, Ray?
I tell you, nothing works. What the hell do we do?
Hey, if it goes up to the top floor, what do you think will happen?
Huh?
You don't think it'll fall?
Don't say that!
Sorry, I just... Vamos cantar! Yuichi. Wanna know how to save her? Huh? I'm sure you do wanna know. But you should know already, I hope. If you explored these apartments well, the answer should have shown itself. Yuichi? Why are you telling me this? Don't you want to kill us? I don't get what you're after. Oh, don't worry. I know exactly what I want to do to you all. Trust me. That's not my problem. Think back to what you found here. Now then, I've got some shows to catch. Bum ba bum ba bum. Yeah. I will always enjoy him, as terrible as he is. Well, Yuichi seems energetic.
Was that Yuichi? I couldn't really hear.
Oh, yeah, he said if I could save you if I searched the apartments well.
Huh.
That's right, I found those messages from the town. Those were hints. The door opening password game. This must be what it meant. It said you pressed the right buttons to open the elevator door, so elevator buttons. Ray, are there buttons in there?
Yeah, for floors 1 to 6.
Then if we press those in the right order, the door should open.
Woo, finally a lead. What's the first button?
The first one is... We're just gonna go with a totally wrong one.
Okay, pressed it. Going up. Was that right?
I don't know. At least it didn't suddenly drop. But just trust me and press the buttons.
Right. Next. Okay, pressed it.
Going up. I think we're okay.
Yeah, probably okay. Well, the last one.
The last one is...
Pressed it. Going down. Please note, this elevator goes straight to the first floor with no stops. No!
Ray!
I don't wanna. Not here. I don't wanna die.
Welp, that was the end of Ray. Ray. It dropped. With a terrible sound. The elevator dropped. With Ray in it. I had just been talking to her and now... If only I had... If only... Was that over towards the stairs? I better check that later. At any rate, I wonder where Ray went, and Shunsuke for that matter. Knew we shouldn't have split up, but for now, pain that it is, I guess I'll just recheck. And now, we are going to end this poor boy's life. Alrighty. That's it. Ooh! Yeah! Yeah! Where did Hiroto go? I hope he's okay. Sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. Let's search this floor. And there's his death. That sound! It came from over there. Big yikes. Huh? Don't tell me that. This is a rough end. Okay. This is awful. He was dragged here and pushed out the window? It's my fault. If I had stopped him, Now I'm all alone. Everyone's dead. I'm the only one left. Even if I survive, what can I do? Just wait. I won't leave you. I'll be there soon. Wait for me, everyone. Shunsuke talking, pardon me. Halt, youth! Huh? Do not do anything foolish, youth. What, Takumi? I am the Archangel Takumiel. Huh? I am the Archangel Takumiel. That's so important, I said it twice. But aren't you Takumi? My spirit was saved and I became Takumiel. Oh. Anyway, you must live. Well, but I'm all alone. I can take you out of this town. Huh? Really? And as a bonus, when you're older, I shall grant you success in the nightlife. What's that mean? You see, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. There we go. You see, then things happened. And I guess that's about how me and this place got to where they are. Sounds rough, babe. Sure was. It's no picnic running a bar in the nightlife either. But for my dead friends, I've got to face tomorrow with a smile. You keep at it too. Oh yes, welcome. Nichome Mama. End. Huh? What about me? I don't comprehend, Rix. All right, friends, let's go find Yuichi. Let's see, I think it said he was in the lot. Yep. What's with this book? Looks like a storybook. Pretty bulky for one. I wonder if it has to do with why Yuichi called us here. What do you think, Shunsuke? What do I think? I'm not sure what Shunsuke thinks, I guess. Shunsuke? Oh. In the far-off corners of this town, I tried to remember. Why on earth was I still in Kowada Town and not on Dandelion Hill? All I knew was that I was alone. Is this Yuichi talking? Huh. Next I knew, I was swimming in a great sea. I searched and searched. I was like a puppet in a blue sea of stars. Or perhaps I was Alice, looking around as she fell down the rabbit hole, wondering what was going to happen next. I love to swim, in the river and in the sea. A river ran through Dandelion Hill, so I always asked to go there and play. Yes, that flowering hill you dreamt of. Okay, so it is Yuichi. I know that what you and I desire sleeps at the bottom of the river. So, let us go, for that river now becomes a blue sea of stars. Ah, well, death is just inevitable, don't you know? Maybe I was a childish brat, an unreliable mother who you weren't sure if she loved you. But what's important still is that you're my son, and death doesn't change that. I'm sorry for all that alive stuff, so don't forget about your mother. I'm you, from birth to the present. I've kept this ever since I was born. A gift from the prince. Obtained the white rose ring. Nothing. Alright. Nothing in my bookshelf. Whoa. That's a lot of Santa Clauses. Alright. Good day there. Welcome to the storybook world. Yes, a world from a story. It makes you just a little nuts. Whose book is this? Do you know? Who knows? That's a bed. Oh no! I said no! Excuse me! Alright, Mama. Let's, talk again. Alright. All is well. Let me get that white rose ring again. Alright. Is that something I can equip? No. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, it is already equipped. Good. Alright. Back out to the Santas. All the owners of this storybook cried and sighed and moaned. Won't someone listen? No one listens. Can't I want to be normal? All I'm taught is normal. I like normal. I can't like normal. But what's normal? You just say the same things again and again. and I'm here, so lonely.
This is the storybook world, a world born from the books of owners. I can guide you through the current owner's world, through the realm of his heart. But first, have you spoken with all the Santas?
No.
Please hear them out.
Sure. Whatever I say, whatever I do, I'm ignored. I cried, I got angry, I'm ignorant. Oh,
I'm ignored, excuse me.
I made a fuss, I shouted, I'm ignored. Everyone read this book, they read it and cried. So there's so much of it here, so much grief and despair. This is the storybook world. But he was a little different. His grief exploded. I want us all to play together. I want us all to have cake. Make mistakes. Be normal. Make lies. Be normal. Make inconveniences normal. Make bad things normal. I want us all to laugh together. That's why I'm always crying. Like these weird snakes sticking up through the ground. Whoa! 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 Oh my gosh, so much wah! Okay. Now I've spoken to all the Santas. Please, guide me. Yes.
Then let the show begin.
Oh, how odd.
There's many an unusual show to see here. Here all the wonders of the world gather. Curious tales weaved with fear, madness, and mystery, unfolding before your eyes on this very mirror. Weirder than imagination, clearer than reality, may you relish the powerful emotions of each and every moment. Dreams come at no cost, so feel free to live in an illusion.
Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 1. The Mother Abused Pierrot.
My mama always looks so tired. Papa's always troubling her, and it wears on her bit by bit. And every now and again, she blows up. She throws things, kicks things, shouts and screams. And I am always the target. She clings to me, sobbing. Once that's settled down, she decides she'll commit suicide this time. She'll take out a knife or gather medicine to down. Or maybe go to jump off a building. Oh my goodness. I always stop her, I console her, and show concern. And once that's done, it's off to the hospital. The doctor says nothing's wrong, and we leave the examining room. And then, without fail, she says this: "Oh, hang in there." And that's the pattern. It's been the same thing over and over. You'll hang in there, but you don't, so don't say you will. That's so depressing. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater Part 2, The Untrusting Pierrot. Whoever I ask, the answer's the same. I don't really know. Ask someone else. I ask teachers and they just nod, trying to look sympathetic. It doesn't answer my question. Teachers say to ask lots of questions about things you don't know, but I can see there's no point. So there was no one I could rely on. And yet, TV and books say wonderful things like, friendship is wonderful, and treasure your relationships. Do those wonderful relationships actually exist in the real world? God. He's very tortured. Back to Yuichi's stories. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 3, The Pierrot in the Bookstore. You know, there are books about adultery. They glorify it and go on and on about it, but they don't say a word about children. Sure, I guess kids can't meddle with the love affairs of adults. But when things go wrong, it's always shifted onto the kids. So why are we ignored? Do they get so into their affairs that they forget about me? Oh, I'm trying not to cry. That actually is incredibly sad. Alright, next one. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 4, Papa, the Story, and the Pierrot. One day, I asked Papa, when will Mama get better? And Papa said, she's not sick, so very soon. Are we talking about the same person? How is she not sick? It has to be some kind of sickness. Someone has to treat it, I thought. But the doctors and everyone else say, nothing wrong. She'll be fine. I'm not sure. And what's Papa up to, handing me such a thick, red storybook? Once I read it, Mama will be better. Even in second grade, I can tell you that's absurd. I saw significance in that. I saw that it didn't matter to Papa. Cowardly Papa doesn't want anything to do with Mom, Grandma, or me. I hate him. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 5, Mama's End and the Pierrot. It was the same as always. I was led around, all over, and we ended up on a high-up roof. And she told me about her discontent and she said she was going to die. Just like always, but I had had enough. It was then that I became able to use these strange powers. Suddenly, my head was filled with thoughts of killing Mama. And Mama stopped moving, so I pushed her right off the roof. Were you happy being born, my child? Those were Mama's last words. I knew Mama didn't do anything wrong, but I had reached the end of my rope. And I suppose Mama, looking sadder than anything in the world, was scared. But I just thought, what do you want me to say to that? Onlookers gathered and whispered to each other. I couldn't get their whispering out of my head. Next one. Oh boy. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 6. Clown and the Pierrot. The three of us were going to sing at a town meet, so we practiced together. Our song was called World of Stars. Everyone in the family loves it. But when we practiced, like always, things would get stormy between Papa and Mama. When that happened, at once I would say, "Vamos cantar!" And when they heard that, Papa and Mama seemed to feel a bit better. Vamos cantar is just Portuguese for let's sing. I heard it on TV a few times. I got in the habit of saying it, not just to Mama and Papa, but when anything got gloomy. I came to learn that when I did something out of place or absurd, the mood would lighten. But is this what I really wanted? Alright, next one. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 7. Family's Song. Mama, I caught a butterfly. So you did. It's pretty. But butterflies die much quicker than humans, so I feel a bit sorry for it. Huh, I guess so. They say butterflies transport spirits. It could be taking a spirit where it really wants to go. Maybe. Hey, wanna sing? World of Stars, you mean? You always want to sing when we come here. Let's sing! Okay. Let's start with our voice exercises. Sir Clown, do you say anything else? Yep, okay, it's all the same. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, this is probably the last one. What is this? Okay, it's Gabe Lesnar. And Keiko Yomura's Universal Radio Show.
Now let's start reading your letters. From Piunta. Yesterday my friend came over and brought yogurt. After eating, he checked the expiration date and it expired 3 years ago. Rotten. But my friend was fine. Whoa. What do you think, Mr. Lesnar? Yesterday, a friend came over and brought Yowie comics. After reading, she went on and on about her ship. For 3 years. Rotten. But she was fine. Whoa. Our next letter is from Ken. I've awakened to the awesome power of... What is this? Oh my god. I've awakened to the awesome power of gay sex. What is this? Okay, I'm not gonna laugh anymore. I don't think we can read the rest of this, but thanks for your letter, Ken. Any comments, Mr. Lesnar? Let me have a look at that letter, later. Oh my goodness. Next letter is from you, Peru. I dream of violating my uncle. Mr. Lesnar. Shut your effing face. Break to commercial. What even was that? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. Please, be slightly more normal. Hera, Goku, Fuya, Tomi, Yanagi, Sakai, Taka, Ai, Higashi, and Kuru Mayacho. Okay, so the background doesn't change, just the things on it do. Harasu, Ryoge, Moro, Kuromo, Shinmachi, Kamansa, Nishi, Ogawa. And I can only go up. Abura Samegai, Horikawa no Mizu, To Yoshia Ino, Kuro Omiya. Matsu Higurashi and Chie Koin, Jofuku Senbon, and at last, Nishijin. Notice, up ahead, it's super preachy time. Strap in, it's long. Oh boy. Saving recommended. Might as well. Okay, so I have to click the lantern. Andy? You can't even see any stars to wish on in this town. No, what I want, you could never find here. So hey. Yuichi, I've got a lot of questions for you. You know what kind of place this is, right, Shunsuke? According to the Santas, it's a world born from a storybook. And that rabbit led me through the world of your heart. I've seen a lot. That's what the Santas said.
and you talking about your mom and dad on stage. Though there was also some weird thing at the end. Oh, that's nothing. Huh. Well, those Santas are like the remnants of the kids who used to own the book. For some reason, this book has passed little hands through generations of turbulent families. When kids read this book, apparently it comforts them. So the book is chock full of those kids' grief and lamentation. Lots of resentment there. And since you have this book, then your family too. Well, yeah. Papa and Mama were a match made in hell. Papa hated Mama and berated her every opportunity. Stay away, Germ. You're just taking up space. Livestock shouldn't talk back. Then he'd kick things in anger, made lots of holes in the wall that way. Mama couldn't say a word back, just cried and groaned. But I cared about the two of them. I consoled them and tried to work things out. I was so hither and thither, even I got exhausted. I'm turning down the music because I don't know if that is a copyrighted song or not. That was about when I got the book from Papa. A red rose storybook with mysterious powers. Once it was in my hands, I saw its effects. Maybe I just hit my limit. All that junk just kept piling up. Those feelings exploded to give way to destructive, negative powers. So then I killed Mama and Papa next. Do you know why I did that? Well, you see, my Papa and your mom were having an affair. Oh. So that's why Shunsuke is here. Huh? Okay. Hey, are you sure about your wife? She went off to a hot spring with a friend today. She won't be back for some time. But her son had the day off school, you see. I'm gonna turn this down a wee bit because this is very loud. Alright, that should be down. My son's off playing with his friends. He won't be back until evening. Well, that's good. Make sure no one finds out. Neither of us are single after all. Of course. I had just come home for lunch. I could tell from their conversation that adultery was afoot. By the way, did you bring the... Oh, the diaper? Yeah. Pacifier and rattle, of course. You know, I'm not gonna read that. Haha. The Fox Lady, on TV. He's mine. The Scorned Woman, on TV. I'll never give you my husband. Woman women have sharp intuitions, so they were rather quickly found out. Mama pressed the issue. Why would you cheat on me? If this were some kind of soap opera, the husband would go, "Oh, forgive me." Papa was different. He just said, "Don't talk back to me." He got meaner and meaner until it didn't matter what he said. Mama couldn't say anything back, and she got more and more depressed. She wouldn't eat. The food didn't taste good to her. She didn't like to draw bloody crime scenes anymore. Draw what? Look, that's besides the point. I guess? Anyway, Mama was tired from nursing Grandma as it was, and it all started to crumble. Now that I think about it, maybe Papa was irritated by her attitude when she was exhausted. But that's no excuse to cheat on her. And whenever he was questioned, he'd shout. "That's some talk from a fat cattle." I'm sorry. This is a little rough to get through. That's about when the cycle you witnessed began. Mama had gotten ill. But not her body, you see. Her mind. A mind illness? Yes, that's what they call it. You think that's impossible, don't you? But when I looked at Mama, I wondered if her mind was awry. It was some kind of sickness. It may sound strange, but it's not. Just like things can damage a body, so can things damage a mind. I'll bet there are other worlds out there where the existence of mind illness is fully recognized. Yet in this world, what does Mama have? I don't know. She's just lazy. Some real expert opinions there. If bodily sickness is recognized, why not the sickness of the mind? Do we only accept what we see, but not what we can't? I killed Mama with that thought still going around in my head. I had hit my limit, too. I had been crushed. So I killed Papa next, with hate and bitterness. Didn't you seek help from people? I told you before, no one would entertain me. My friends, my teachers, my neighbors, nobody. In the end, I was just told this. Don't depend on people for everything. Aren't you just pinning the blame on others? Don't be a baby. Try harder. How can a child say that about his parents? I was just telling the truth, but others heard childishness and abuse. Can't I depend on anyone? Can't I turn anywhere for aid? I don't care about your empty words. Just help me. But that didn't get through to the people around me. I wanted to kill them. The lying adults and the children who danced to their whims, everyone. And I did kill them. Seeing their neighbors and friends be torn to pieces, the townspeople said, "Someone help! What did I do?" It felt good, honestly. It was quite a role reversal. Oh, but Fido helped me, didn't he? Always played with me when I was lonely. That was Fido? These people had as little sympathy for those seeking help as they did for criminals. If the world didn't want to be kind, I didn't want to be kind back. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just one selfish juvenile delinquent. But if I'm a criminal, then what does that make the people of this town? Please, spare me the "I think this is a little more than delinquency" retort. But if no one's kind, then won't bad things keep happening? Sounds good on paper, don't it? But humans are creatures of emotion. I hate people who just barf out stock phrases like that. It's trampling on people's hearts is what it is. Really ticks me off. I barely even got the energy left to look to others for help. So it's too late for kindness now. Yes, great sob story. Yuichi? 2 Yuichis? What is this? The one you've been talking to with the storybook is a fake. Me, who just showed up, is the real deal. You're right, I'm not exactly the real Yuichi. But I'm not really a fake, now am I? I'm the core of this world, a perfect crystallization of Yuichi Mizuoka. I like how his name has the question mark. In essence, I'm another Yuichi. Well, for another me, you're doing things a lot different from what the real me would do. Maybe you didn't notice, Shunsuke, but this guy's the one who showed up on the roof of the abandoned building. Maybe the storybook's power is going nuts? Well, I can always torch it if that's the case. But then you'll lose its power. Save your worry. I've got this all sorted out. The friends game is over. I'm saying so long to this world. What? You don't mean... Right, I'm taking my own life. Oh. But I feel great. I can finally say goodbye to this busted place. No, don't say that. Why? I'm your enemy. You should be shooting party poppers that I'm gonna off myself. But... hesitating because of what my heart there said. That's a big load of none of your business. I've long given up on that way of thinking. I was just a childish brat, blaming it all on adults and society. Of course, I wouldn't be saved. The adults were having plenty of their own hardships. But hey, they thought of the children, eh? Ha! Besides, all this tragic character past. Just a bunch of text to mash through for the player, ain't it? Still trying to protect your pride? Huh? His pride? That's not what the real me thinks. It's all just pretense. I'm your heart. I did what you really wanted. You wanted to talk to Shunsuke and tell him what I told him. Hey, hold on! But you couldn't, because you didn't want to rely on someone else to solve your problems. You were scared of him saying, "What should I care?" Why me, though? You were just one of the candidates, Shunsuke. The rest, the members of the Friends game. The common point, Sevaya and Shunsuke, who was having parents like my mama, who had mind illness. Of course, Aya had the illness herself. And again, my papa and your mom were having an affair. So, I couldn't kill you all right away. I gave you a chance to survive. Choosing Shunsuke, though, I don't know what to call it. Maybe it was a weakness. Because your mom was cheating with my papa. I guess I should have kept quiet about that. Killing her like that and showing you and finally just telling you. It was selfish, but maybe I did that because I wanted you to sympathize with me the most. And maybe that's why I showed you parts of my memory and kept the town's monsters from attacking. Hey, let's not go too far here. I wanted you to know me, Shunsuke. I sought you as my final savior. Nope, did not ever think that. Yes, you did. You and I still do. Otherwise, this place wouldn't exist. My existence is all the proof needed. You're not listening to me. But those desires were crushed by the opinions around you. You unknowingly became convinced that you were the only one at fault. And so you gave up. This is getting kind of annoying. Won't you go away already? How would I go about that? Ah, I see. You exist because I'm deep down hoping on Shunsuke, huh? So I guess I'll have him get rid of me. Oh. Well. No. He looks so sad. Yuichi attacked. Who knows what Yuichi is up to? Maybe I should wait and see. I don't really want to fight him. I mean, he did do really bad things, though. You won. Calm down, you. I'm totally calm. Liar. Shunsuke. Look at us. What do you think of us? Just say it how it is. You seem more sulky than angry. But while the Yuichi who wants to be saved and the Yuichi who doesn't want pity are fighting, and even became two people, and the no-pity Yuichi did some terrible things, I guess they're both Yuichi. In the end, I'm not sure I can ignore it, like it's none of my business. Pretty straight answer. Never met anyone like this before, have you, real me? You sure are nice, Shunsuke. You feel that bad for me? I was sure you wouldn't trust me. I wanted to believe in you, but I thought to myself, it was just a ruse, and you were just going to backstab me in the end. And there's no changing the fact, I did massacre the townspeople. So I'll just... abracadabra out of here. He disappeared. Where'd he go? Home, probably. There's the place where his emotions swirl the most. I see. I'm going to go to Yuichi's house and try to talk to him again. I'm not sure what I can do, really. Well, thanks anyway. Do you know the fairy tale about the destined roses? Yeah, the Prince of the White Rose saves the imprisoned princess of the Red Rose from a world of darkness. In terms of that story, you're the prince, and I'm the princess. If you and I were reborn as a prince and a princess, I'd sure like a fairy tale happy ending. Pretty cherry blossoms. Fake, though. Shut up. Still pretty. We should see some real ones next spring. We can all pack lunch and look at them together, releasing our worries in the water. I'd like to do that with you. So would I. It's a promise, then. Right, next spring. Well, I'll let you out of the storybook world now. Regards to the real me. Right. Just turn around for a sec, okay? I'm not tearing up, you're tearing up. Okay. Time bomb set! Huh? 5, 4, 3. Wait, where did you... 2, 1. Time out! Time out! Ah! Huh? Shunsuke, are you awake? Rio, Sayaka, Aya, and Hiroto and Rei, too. We brought these two here. We didn't know what to do when you stopped moving. I see. Sorry to worry you. What on earth happened? Well... Oh, that's pretty. Huh, I see.
Yeah, well, I still don't believe anything Yuichi says. He could always be lying.
It's because everyone thought like you that the town ended up like this, Rei.
A little too kind, aren't you, Shunsuke? How can you be so nice to a guy who killed your mom?
Well, I suppose we should go to Yuichi's house. Right, that's the plan. I think everyone should come along. Everyone involved needs to know.
I'll go.
I'm really worried about you.
I can't just stand by either.
Me too. I'd be a fool otherwise.
Peer pressure, huh? I'll go. So will I.
Thanks, everyone. Let's go. To Yuichi's house. Alright, for this ending, I'm gonna have to find some things. I guess I have to go in some of the houses, perhaps? Nothing. Oh. I'll give you something good if you bring me 3 tin boxes. Tin boxes are in various places around the town. Is that it? Is that all of Mr. Bear? What a cute little guy, though. Alright. In various places around town. There we go. I see it. Ah, there it is. Obtained a tin box. Next one is... Can I buy anything else? I think I cannot. Yeah, I only have 20 yen. Something's in the bottom compartment. Rust remover. I obtained another one. Do I even need it? Looks like a bookstore. No reason to go in. A police box. It's deserted. No reason to go in. I'm checking everything now because we're basically at the end of the game. Caution. This building is planned for demolition. Entry is strictly forbidden. Ah, hey, there it is. Tin box. And... oh, right. There's no way I can get over there through the normal means. Hey, wait. Okay. It wasn't there when I was looking at the actual entrance. That's interesting. And now to go to Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, I have your boxes. Help me, please. You collected all 3 tin boxes. You are qualified to receive this. Obtained the Eternal Force Blizzard. Be sure to read the description in the menu. So long! So long, Mr. Bear. Let me actually look at it. Enemy is dead, but it only works on the last boss. Oh, okay. Well. Oops. Whoopsie doodle. I accidentally went back into my menu. Well, that's okay. Let me go to Yuichi's house. Here we are. I think this is it. Are we prepared? Once you go inside, you can't go back to town. I guess this is just it, and then we go fight him.
Hello, I'm the Mizuoka's cat. They've been gone for a while now. I guess everyone went out while I was gone. I love the people here. I was a sick stray, but they cared for me. Father, mother, grandma, and you all loved me so much. They're such a kind family. I hope they all come home soon.
Ahu answers. I'm a married man, and I'd like to ask about something. I have a mom with dementia, and I have my wife take care of her. But my wife's been acting strange lately. I'm not sure how to explain it, really. I always had a tendency to avoid her when she was worn out from nursing. I was afraid of her clingy gaze. I happened to start getting home late from work, and I ended up doing things with another woman. But women are sharp. My wife got an inkling of it right away. When she questioned me, I berated her back. There was no stopping at this point. When I see her, I recognize that I've changed. I still keep abusing her every time I see her. I hate seeing my wife getting so emaciated, so I've stayed away from home even more. I've noticed that our son seems to be the target of my wife's stress. I can't face my family, I'm too weak, but I want to do something. I feel guilty every day of my life. Please give me whatever advice you can. The best answer has a link. I recommend this site. Following the link, it's a site for mail order brides. Mail order brides, okay. There's a new email. The subject line is Hakuho shows glossy white skin. Yeah, I guess I'll read it. Norton blocked it as spam. Good. There was a sound. We all know what it probably was, so... I hear it up ahead. I hear the ending of life. Oh boy. Smells terrible, locked with a padlock. It doesn't appear to be locked, but it won't open regardless. Oh, I see. Okay. Looks like Yuichi's up ahead. Shunsuke. We don't know what could happen, so just in case, let's decide who will fight Yuichi. Right. Okay, this is where I can choose my party. I'm bringing Hiroto. A high ranker in HP and defense. His skill reduces enemy willpower, MP. Good for all-out attacking. Add member. He's good. Okay. I'm going to choose Sayaka because she apparently can use healing items very effectively, and I have a good few. And you know, if I fail, I guess I can reload. Sayaka. Take note of her low HP and attack, but she isn't affected by status ailments, and her skill can cure the party of them. When Sayaka uses healing items, their effect is doubled. Alright, let's have her. Aya, beware of her low HP and attack. Her skill can halt the enemy. Rei is very strong. So there is that as one of my choices. But Aya has her ability. Let's do Aya. Because she can half the damage, so you know, that's a good idea. Hold on, let me say it's a pretty good party. Yeah. Shunsuke. What? I don't really want to say this, but when someone like Yuichi opens their heart to another, they tend to lean heavy on them. If you aren't ready to provide that kind of support, you shouldn't even be thinking about saving Yuichi. There's nowhere to run now. It looks like the gang's all here. You sure don't look enthused about getting wrapped up in this, because who cares about this guy's past? And you look like someone's hurt your feelings. Of course, that's how it was before all this. But don't you see how you're just hurting yourself now? Oh, I I know that, but what else can I do? I don't care to endure, or even care to care, so there's nothing left. I envy you, not even knowing how good you've got it. I guess you couldn't know. I've killed lots of people, and tried to kill you too. I've done some terrible stuff, and yet I don't feel a hint of regret. So what else could I do? It's a cycle of awful memories and despair. I can't do a thing. I can't even like anyone. So the only one I can trust is old Fido. If I can't start it all over, there's no reason for me to be here. I think that it'd be best for the people who died for a little kid's ignorance. You don't want to live? Gonna say life is like a box of chocolates? That's irresponsible, ain't it? All I want to do is disappear from this place. You really hate me, huh? You just won't leave me alone. Don't get in my way. Oh, Yuichi attacked. Alright. Let us... Wait. Is this turn 3? I don't know if I need to keep shouting so much, but, you know. Alright. Is he gonna actually try to attack? I don't know what's going on. How depressing. Time to get serious. Damn. This music is a mood. But I am gonna turn it down a wee bit because it is a little loud. Alright. Oh shoot, Aya's willpower, or Aya's powers down. Okay. Oh. No. I need her to heal. Yeah. I think I have to block this turn. get a block just in case. Okay, so it wasn't that turn, it's the next one. Or maybe it's this one? I'm worried. Bash. Ability, Dark Gaze. Why is it not doing his attack again? Is it because of her Dark Gaze? I think this one we will have to block. Also, I'm gonna... Well, maybe this music is okay, I don't know. I'm gonna turn it down a little more though. There. Hopefully it's okay, okay. And she has that ability. Okay, well, it's all good. Bash. Bash. I think we're okay for one more. Okay. No, we're not. Ability. Oh, wait. No. They don't have any status ailments yet, do they? Oh wait, this is the third turn, isn't it? Okay. Well, trying to be careful. Europe Waltz. Okay, that has a status ailment. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, yeah, cool. Actually, I'm gonna turn this music up a bit because I really want y'all to enjoy it. Alright. Do something. Gosh. Or wait. No, I don't know which turn I'm on because I wasn't paying attention. Better safe than sorry. Okay. So... How much freaking damage can this kid take? Okay. I don't know if we're in his next phase or what, but we might be not safe, so Because apparently those two are definitely affected by that song attack, so... Let's just... Oh! You won. Okay. Why are you doing this? It wouldn't matter what I did. It's all pointless. Pointless. All of it. Okay. So this is the next stage. Yuichi attacked. Enough. Time to end this. What am I supposed to do? Alright. Ping. Can I use this? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing during this battle. But I think I'll figure it out. I feel like I did this wrong, but I think we're going to survive, so it's all good. People just need to hang in there, though. Times society isn't to blame. You're the problem. People just need to hang in there, though. Okay. Oh, hang in there. Tough times. Society isn't to blame. You're the problem. Okay. You're the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem. You. Ah. I think. Okay, he's saying the same stuff. Come on, buddy. Just then, the storybook glowed bright. I should have known. I believed, somewhere in my heart, that if I struggled hard enough, I'd be able to start over from then. But that wasn't possible. It's all been so sad, I can't even cry. Talking with Shunsuke and the others reminded me, just wishing doesn't do anything. You can't just die and start over. I should have known. Oh, he's crying. I think Am I supposed to use this again? Just then, the storybook glowed bright. Yep. That's it. Your life isn't over yet. Oh, Chizuru Azuma. You might be wrong. I've got some good memories. I guess I should treasure them. But why didn't I? I thought it was Papa's fault. Because Papa wouldn't even look at Mama. Because Mama really just wanted to start things over with him. But when Papa asked me as he was dying, I didn't know who was at fault anymore. But in the heat of the moment, I had to kill him. Just like with Mama. I wondered if anything more could be done. I thought I had been beat up so much, I could handle any more pain just fine. I'm sorry, Shinsuke. I used you. I dragged you into this. I'm underhanded. I'm awful. All I can do now is die. Why are you so intent on hating yourself? You said we'd go see the cherry blossoms. That you wanted a happy ending to this. It's impossible! As if I'd be reborn as a princess. Even if you were a prince, it's too late for any of that. I can't go see any stupid cherry blossoms. It's all pointless. Yuichi, there's something I've never told anyone before. I'll tell you why I'm kind to you. My dad is always on business trips. He's almost never home. But I thought an ordinary businessman shouldn't be going on trips that often. I wondered if he was with another woman. But I was wrong. One night, when I got up to use the toilet, I heard Mom talking with someone on the phone. My mom was the other woman. We were the ones he could do without. He was stuck having raised me to adulthood. Dad wasn't at home often because his real family was elsewhere. And they wished I would just be gone. I was sluggish for about a week. Sleep didn't help, and I just stayed in bed. I found myself thinking, I wish I just never woke up. I wish I'd just die. But I didn't go down that path. I felt too bad for my mom. And Dad, I couldn't really blame him. I think I didn't take that path because I fooled my bad feelings. And I think that's something anyone could manage to do. Yuichi, fool yourself. Tell yourself it'll be okay. Shinsuke, you're a good person. But that's something only you can say, being where you are. When you're like me, you just go tumbling back down. Get it? I'm awful. I can't be like you. Oh. Bye-bye. Stop! Oops, time out. Huh? I forgot. The show's starting. TV announcer says, "The land of delicious milk is brought to you by Taisho Dairy." Hi, good day, all you wonderful watchers. It's your host and idol, Mademoiselle Meowser. On this program, we display amateur comics submitted to us by you, the viewers. Polish your skills to become a pro. Meow, let's get to it. Our first contributor is Miss Kizunane Suzura. Age a secret. What a mouthful of a name. It's titled, What is Real? Let's show it. What is real? I played this game the other day, and the story was just terrible. So dark and serious, but there wasn't a hint of reality. Piece of junk. I like how he's called the whining youth. What's real? The girl's simple question. What do you think of their conversation? Thank you, Miss Suzura. We enjoyed it very much. Real, what a question. Maybe one you just can't answer. Moving on, our next contributor. Sorry about that. I just love this show. Now, let's wrap this up quick. Wrap it up? You've all got the best seats for the highlight of the show. Huh? My disappearing magic trick. He's dead. What the hell is this? The clown. Butterflies? Shunsuke. The highlight of the show. Well, it's not easy becoming an artist, everyone, but believe in yourself and your dreams will come true. Never give up! Many days passed since then. The media found out about our town. It came to be called the corrupt world, as if it were some kind of book title. But we're the only ones who know the truth. Because no one would believe it if we told them. Having lost our relatives, we were taken by other houses and institutions. So all of us got separated, but I'm sure we'll never forget what happened. Just before Yuichi died, I told him something I'd never told anyone. But there was a lie in there. I wasn't nice to Yuichi for no benefit of my own. I wanted to, by being nice to him, be nicer to myself as well. Since Yuichi did kill my mom, I really couldn't care that much about him, sorry to say. I used Yuichi too. I was just as underhanded. But there is one thing I'll vow to myself. When I'm an adult, I hope to be a kinder one. Original. Kinder. That? I'm not sure that was exactly a happy ending. That was the real one, but that's not a very happy ending. Was I sleeping?
Yes, for a little while.
I think I was dreaming. Was it a good dream? I don't know. Butterfly. It's been there for a while now. I wonder where it came from. It's cute. That was Rekinder. I'm glad I took the chance to actually play this game. I had heard about it back when it was translated, but I'd never actually interacted with the title, and I was reintroduced to it fairly recently, a few months back, by Hazel, who is one of my favorite YouTube channels, and I will link the video down in the description below. But I never really gave the game all that much thought, even though I do enjoy RPG Maker horror games. you know, it kind of slipped from my memory for a very long time. But generally, I actually really liked the game. The story definitely had some painful parts. It hit upon some very dark and painful subjects, but it wasn't unbearably sad. The humor really helped. I don't know if I could have actually gotten through the game without some of the weird humor in it, even if some of it was fairly offensive in a sense. But the story was interesting. I certainly did enjoy it. It did break my heart in a lot of ways, but it was a story that I definitely wanted to see how it ended and where it went. And I rather enjoyed all of the endings. Obviously, the true ending made me quite sad. The killer endings they were interesting. And the joke ending, the everyone dies ending, I mean, I didn't really see a problem with it. I am a person who is part of the LGBTQ plus community, and that certainly goes for my sexual orientation as well. And I personally didn't find it homophobic. I thought it was, in some ways, one of the happier endings. Obviously it was still really sad, but, you know, it was interesting. As far as the graphics went, I liked them. I thought they actually really suited the game, and I know that some people are turned off by the kind of weird graphics, but I thought they were pretty cool. They look cute. The creator did a nice job with the character illustrations, and I thought they suited the sprites quite well. The controls were pretty basic. It felt like just basic RPG controls. Overall, yeah, it was a really good game. It was an experience, a very bizarre, very interesting, and honestly quite fun experience, and I'm very glad I played it. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Rekinder. Thank you all for watching. If you've gotten this far, I truly appreciate it. I hope to see you again next time. I will still be uploading videos at least once a week. And if you want to see more of me, I will link my Twitch in the description down below. See you all next time. Bye!